A new roof is a huge investment for you and your home, and no homeowner wants to worry that the roofers they hired might have done a bad job. What should you look for when trying to figure out if you got a bad roofing job? And what recourse do you have? I'm Thomas Williams with Colony Roofers, and today I'm going to tell you what to do if you've been left out with a bad roofing job. Before we tell you what to do if you've had a bad roofing job, it's important to help you know how to spot whether or not you've actually had one. After you've had your roof replaced, if you're worried it may not have been done correctly, there are definitely certain things you can look out for. I'm going to take you through some common signs that the roofing company you hired may have cut corners on, made mistakes, or just done the job poorly. If your brand new roof doesn't appear uniform or looks uneven, that's a pretty big red flag you may have had a bad roofing job. Some examples of this might be that your roof looks bumpy, wavy, or the shingles appear to be lifting up. There are a lot of potential causes for this, but the most likely cause is poor workmanship. If you only notice this in one area, it's possible that it was just human error and not intentional. But if your roofing company refuses to take responsibility or answer your calls after the fact, it's a good bet you're dealing with a shady company. If your new roof starts leaking right away, this is probably the most obvious sign you didn't receive an adequate roofing job. No homeowner wants to have a brand new roof and have it start to leak during the first heavy rainstorm afterwards. However, this doesn't necessarily mean you had a completely botched roofing job. It's entirely possible that one area was improperly flashed or a few nails weren't properly driven. The biggest indicator of whether or not you got a bad roofing job is how your contractor handles it when you notify them of your roof leak. A good roofer will come out and fix the issue right away, while a shady roofer may ignore you completely or just refuse to take responsibility to fix the problem. Unfortunately, in these situations, sometimes the best thing you can do is find a good contractor to come out and repair the leak themselves. A good roofing company will always check the integrity and condition of your roof decking when replacing your roof, and they will make sure to replace anything that is rotten. You can see your roof decking from inside your attic, so if you suspect you may have been left with decking that should have been replaced, you can always look for evidence of it that way. It's a good idea to talk with your roofer about what they do in the event you have rotten decking, so you'll know what to expect and if you may face any additional costs. Point blank, a brand new roof should not sag in any way. A brand new roof line should be perfectly straight, so if you notice sagging after having your roof replaced, this is definitely indicative of a problem. Typically, roof sag is caused by rotten decking or improper framing, and these issues should always be addressed by your contractor before completing the roof replacement. A new roof should look uniform in appearance. If you look at your new roof and you notice your shingles vary either in color or material, it could mean that your roofer switched products part of the way through. This practice should never happen, and it can even void your material warranty that should come with your new shingles. Any reliable roofing company will know exactly what size your roof is and come prepared with the correct amount of material to do the job properly. This is another thing you should never see on a brand new roof: missing or damaged shingles. When a roof is properly installed, your shingles should remain firmly in place and be free from damage. Unless there was a severe storm in your area immediately after your roof replacement, missing or damaged shingles are a sure sign of a poorly done roofing job. It is technically true that old flashing can be reused on a roof, but it's not a good practice, and any decent roofer will replace the flashing along with your roof. This is because it's almost impossible to ensure that leaks won't result from trying to reuse the same nail holes in old flashing, and the last thing you want along with your new roof is more leaks. There are a lot of components that go into a roofing system, like decking, underlayment, ice and water shield, vents, flashing, and more. If you notice your roofer skips a step or neglects to install any of these things, it's certain they are cutting corners and you're going to be faced with problems down the line. Now that you know what things signify a bad roofing job, what can you do if you think you've had one? What recourse is available? A roof is no small investment, and thinking you've had your new roof installed improperly is definitely going to cause a lot of anxiety, but there are steps you can take to try and remedy the issue. The first thing you should try if you think there has been workmanship issues with your new roof is go back to the roofing company that installed it. Any reputable roofing contractor is going to have a workmanship warranty, which is designed precisely for situations like these. This warranty is in place to give you peace of mind and to protect you as the homeowner from having to foot the bill in the event of mistakes during installation. If leaks or other issues are plaguing you immediately after your roof has been installed, you should be covered under this warranty. However, this is only true of reputable roofing companies, and shady ones may not return your calls or may refuse to repair the issue for any number of reasons. So what should you do if that happens? All good contractors will be licensed, bonded, and insured. This is a crucial thing to ask about before you hire a roofer. In the event your chosen roofing company refuses to honor their workmanship warranty, your next step is to file a complaint with your state's licensing board, so long as they are actually licensed. If it's clear the damage is the result of poor workmanship, a bond company will go after the contractor and take care of the repair. A surety bond exists to make sure that the work is done correctly and that the contractor will stand behind it, protecting you in the event of something like this. Even if your roofer has gone out of business, the problem should still be taken care of. Another way you can try to remedy the situation is by filing a complaint with the Better Business Bureau. The Better Business Bureau is an organization that helps homeowners settle disputes related to warranties, contracts, sales, billing, customer service, and refunds. If you search for the company and find they aren't listed on the Better Business Bureau's website, you can still file a complaint through their complaint page. Filing a complaint looks something like this. First, you fill out the form online, and the complaint will be processed within the next 2 business days. The roofing company has 14 calendar days to respond from the date the complaint was filed. A follow-up letter is sent if no response is received, and you will be notified by the Better Business Bureau when they do receive a response. After this, you will be asked to respond, and you will be notified if the business fails to respond again. The BBB acts as a mediator between you and the company, and while they don't have any legal power to force the company to respond, there is a lot of bad press associated with complaints against a company through the Better Business Bureau, so oftentimes this is enough to help you reach a resolution. Your last resort, if you've exhausted all other options, is to take the roofer to civil court. As roofers, we can't give you any legal advice, but we can tell you that civil court can be an expensive, frustrating, and time-consuming endeavor, so it's important to weigh the pros and cons before deciding to go this route. If you think it's worth it to try and sue the roofing company, you should first consult with a lawyer. They will be able to advise you on whether or not you have a strong case and whether or not it makes financial sense to pursue litigation of this kind. The best way to avoid a bad roofing job is to make sure you hire a trustworthy and reputable roofing company. This will entail you doing your own research, checking online reviews, and checking for existing complaints with the Better Business Bureau. If you live in the greater Atlanta area, you can always give us a call at Colony Roofers. We are licensed and insured, and we have a team of professionals that truly care about getting you the best roofing job possible for your home. Thanks for watching.